Am I live, Cox Internet? Am I? One thing I do know, you don't fucking trust Cox Internet, I'll tell you that. You know, we're just gonna have you keep doing it again because we just feel like it. Thank you, Dr. Dildo. I'm sorry that you guys have to go through this. It's fucking bullshit because I can't even get this fucking video to fucking load now because these guys are just so fucking asshole-ish. So this fucking thing. There it went again. What I'm really having a problem with is that this has been going on for like 2 to 3 days straight. That is fucking ridiculous. So what I'm gonna have to do is gonna do this the hard way. All right. All right. Okay. Fuck. Two to 3 days straight, and now I'm having this issue, and it's like it's pissing me off. Let's try it like this. What irritates me further is the fact that I also had the video and now it's gone. So now I've got to scroll through it again, and it just ugh. Hashtag Jim Soroka. Yeah, that's correct. Okay, it's low. I'm gonna like throw something out the window right now. And it's not there anymore. Oh my gosh, I'm so gonna be fucking pissed. You having internet troubles, Lodo? It's bullshit. That's the thing about here living out in Vegas. It's Cox Internet or like AT&T, and I don't trust AT&T as well. Bear with me. I've seen that one. I've already covered that one. It was the one I was just covering, and it's not there anymore. Just fuck. Okay, there was a certain name on there. There was a certain user that had it, and I can't find that user anymore. That user has that video. Okay, here we go. I found it. Oh my gosh. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Yeah, it's working right now. So hopefully it stays that way. I just found it. I'm going to give this a try again. This better work. Okay, so it's right where I left off. So thank you. Lord, thank you. Okay, now let's continue. Apologies for that. Let's continue on.
I don't need to be mad at myself either. I don't. It's just so unfortunate and pathetic. Just the state of where the world is right now. It's just so sad. And things are beautiful though. Like life is beautiful and people are great. It's just so unfortunate that we all care so little about one another. It's pathetic. Quite honestly, it's very pathetic.
Well, technically, you're not wrong in that aspect, but from coming from you, I don't really buy it because you were not part of the solution. You're part of the problem. And you also caught me in a bad mood, by the way, going through all this shit trying to deal with an internet connection. So if I start getting a little bit more angry, you're going to understand why.
And that is why I'm so angry. Is because people care more about their physical property and their money than their own human life.
Says the guy scamming off of people and stealing and trying to get food off of them. You are not in a position to get angry.
And it is so sick and depraved. And as I sit here with an absorbent amount of debt for my age, right? I have the amount of debt that you should have after graduating college.
I thought a lot of that debt was taken care of by Josh, or quote unquote taken care of. What'd you do? Did you spend it on drugs? Did you spend it on prostitutes? Did you spend it on that? Exaggeration, but you can kind of get where the gist of my mannerisms is coming from that one.
Like, aren't I the fool right now? Right? Aren't I the fool?
For once, you said something right. You said something right. Congratulations, Jim boy. What you're not right about is the fact that you're not a good guy.
But I'm not, because the level of education and awareness that I have of myself now, there is no college education. There's no college knowledge. There is no mentorship, anybody that it could have brought me to this level of self-awareness.
That, my friend, was pretty narcissistic of you. I'm speaking basic here, but
self-awareness. That's what I value. And so, no, I did not get back all of the money in expenses, or what you might call expenses, that I spent over the last couple of years.
Wait, say it again.
That's what I value. And so, no, I did not get back all of the money in expenses, or what you might call expenses, that I spent over the last couple of years traveling and whatnot, when I could have like filed for a business or whatever else, right? And I could have gotten all that money back. Fuck the money, man. My level, like, I defeated my father's, like, his sickness.
Okay, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree on that, because you do really pretty much contribute the same sort of functionality and personal traits like your damn father. You're using that sort of level to abuse your girlfriend kind of in the same way as your father being a psychopath. Right? You didn't beat your father. You're becoming him. Are you fucking kidding me? You stealing, lying, abusing your girlfriend, and from the allegation of sending unsolicited photos to yourself to little kids? You didn't beat your father. You're becoming him. And I'm not here to sound antagonistic. I'm just spreading the fucking facts, my friend. You think you're this good person when all of a sudden, in fact, all you're doing is making people's lives miserable. You stole from people. You stole from people who were the victims of hurricanes in Texas, my home. Though I was born in Georgia, but Texas is my home. And when you steal from people like that, you're really personally offending people like me. Fuck you.
Is self-deceit. My father was a fucking scumbag. He beat me as an infant. Fuck him. Fuck my mother for going out and deciding to defend him and then spend 18 years trying to maintain a relationship with me just so that she could justify what he did and try and say he never did it.
Oh, just like you trying to justify physically beating your girlfriend because she challenged your platform. It's perfectly okay for you to justify the abuse, but it's not okay. I mean, it's fucked up either way that you see it, but it doesn't justify anything. You're taking most of your problems out on people. The problems that you're causing are from yourself. You're blaming the world. You're blaming your mother and your father. I mean, yeah, maybe to some degree, maybe to a lot of degrees they should be blamed too, but you're also needing to blame one person in particular for your actions, and that is yourself. You're stuck in a fucking motel in the middle of nowhere, taking your shit out on your fucking girlfriend, while at the same time, you have been acting like a virus. Like you are a virus. You are right next to COVID-19. You are a fucking virus. No one here is buying your shit, literally. And I feel sorry for the people that donate to your ass, because they don't really need to give any money to you. If anything, I would spend my tax dollars to enforce the death penalty almost out in any state before I would give any money to you. That's only referring to you. And I'm not saying that's ever going to happen. I'm just saying in that case, I would rather donate, my hard-earned tax dollars for the death penalty in every state. That's scary to say, but
and just blame the government, just blame the county. Well, let me tell you something. They did wrong, he did wrong. I'm fucking mad at everybody, but I'm done with it.
Yeah, let's take it out on everybody because it's the world's fault. It's society's fault. It's the Justice Department's fault. It's mother's fault. It's father's fault. It's my girlfriend's fault. It's Josh's fault. It's the motel's fault. It's the people I ripped off's fault. And it's not my fault of any of my own, right? Stop pointing the finger at people. Point it at you. When you start seeing that particular finger pointed straight at your face, you're going to know exactly where the real problem lies, dipshit. And really, you stole $800 from a Vietnam vet? Are you fucking kidding me? And your brother Josh, right? Was that his brother? Or just Josh, just a guy in particular? Thousands from Josh that literally close to dying when he finally left. I was floored when I learned about him. He's an evil little bastard. Damn right. Josh looks so much better now. He looked absolutely drained off his... He looks fucking bad. And I'm not saying this disrespectfully, but he looked like he turned to drugs or something after when Jim came to his life. And I'm not saying that disrespectfully. That's just a metaphorical way of saying it. So was he the guy who paid for the motels for him?
I'm moving on. I'm growing up. I'm letting go. I don't need the drama. I don't need it. I don't want it. I don't need it. And as everyone else wants to suck me into their fucking story, I've got my own to tell. And you're just here to watch.
This is a face of a person I would really want to sock in the face right now. Blames the entire world, blames his entire problems on everyone else but himself, and he's smiling about it. Lord God Almighty, if I ever fucking saw you, I wish I would curb stomp your head into a fucking curb. Call me an evil bastard on that one all you like, but, like, you know what? You pissed off the majority of the entire internet. You basically pissed off everyone that you ripped off here. You stole $800 from a Vietnam vet.
I'm mad. I'm mad. So's Kate. She's pretty pissed.
You know what? You don't get to use your fucking girlfriend as a shield anymore. You be a fucking man, and you know what? Talk about your fucking problems, and you know what? You own up to your shit. Quit fucking dragging your girlfriend into your crap.
Took it out on me. I love her, though. I do.
Oh, yeah. Did she really take it out on you? Because we didn't see any of that. The only thing we really got out of this is the fact that you told us that you physically and verbally abused your girlfriend. We never saw any of that from her. We didn't see any of the stories of her own saying that shit. It all came from you. She doesn't have a social media of your own because you have to be controlling of it, right? You say she's a person, not property, but yet you treat her like some fucking verbal and physical punching bag. You cock-sucking cockroach. Dick-squatting, yabba-dabba douchebag, cock-guzzling, dick-squatting douchebag.
Right? We got in a fight today. And
bear in mind, I'm not sure when this video was posted. It was just shown by a person named TwixCT, which was on April 19th. So I'm not sure if this video is from that day or this is from either a year or so ago, but still doesn't matter. You don't just exonerate yourself from your past because you feel like it.
And Katie, look at me. They don't need to know. I love you. I won't. Look at me.
Oh, we don't need to know. You already posted a lot of this shit for everyone to see, so you forfeited all right for that. So this is one of the things I really wanted to challenge you on, if I ever got that chance. That offer's still on the fucking table, by the way.
Don't. Seriously. How did I get through it? Like that. You have to realize, Katie, same way I did. I said, seriously, take a positive lesson. Take a positive lesson. Do not exonerate yourself. At the same time, boom. Ever happens again could mean the end of us. You ever do it right? Same for me. Difference is the world will exonerate you. Doesn't make it okay. But guess what? No context. No context.
Because, well, no shit, no context. You don't let her have the fucking say in anything. It's basically about you, and when she actually is offered that chance, you actually either put her on mute or you don't give her a fucking social media or anything to be in contact with people whatsoever fucking ever. It's just you. You cut her off from the rest of the world. So screw your context. It's centered on you. Kill yourself, motherfucker.
Because it is her life. That is her story to tell alone. I am definitely half of that story. Guess what? I don't have to tell it.
We already got enough, so you don't really need to tell shit. You've already documented 50 hours of footage for everyone else to see, according for TikTok, Periscope, all of that shit. There is not a single thing that we don't need to see because it's already out there, you dumb, miserable piece of shit. And wipe that fucking smirk off your face, by the way.
I don't have to. Because it is not my story. It is not going to be a defining factor in my story. It is simply the next step where people who do not like what I have to say react very violently. Because I have grown and I have changed.
You've grown and you changed. You still live in a fucking motel in the middle of nowhere, using other people's money. You got no fucking car, no means to actually support yourself rather than just taking and leeching off of people. That's not growing up. You're still part of a fucking cycle. It's your own.
I've become a much better person and I communicate very well. And sometimes when I communicate, it is sharply. It is not manipulative or narcissistic. It is not an attack. It has never been.
That's not the way that thousands to at least 5,000 people see it. You think of it as almighty. You think of it as all truth. No, it's not all truth. If it was all truth, I think everyone would come to an understanding of what you had to say. But unfortunately, to the fact that you still want to go down this path, control your girlfriend, keep her away from her family and from her friends, is not only insanely stupid and fucked up, it's downright tragic and pathetic. You're one of those desperate, narcissistic, abusive fuckboys. The same type of people I actually have to deal with sometimes.
People don't like what I have to say because I say it very accurately and in a way that they don't want to face. What you put in your body matters. What comes out of your body matters. What comes out of our mouth, right? My mouth. What comes out of my mouth matters. It's not our mouth. It's not your mouth. It's my mouth. It's my mouth, right? It's not illness. It's accuracy. I got ahead by getting my language right, getting my mind right. We're poor as crap because we're smart enough to make sure we eat healthy food, because we've noticed the difference between how we behave, based on those different things. And so I'll say, the more stress you have in your life, the harder it's going to be to handle. You put in your body whatever you'd like. That's your prerogative. And it's also your body. I take care of my body. And the only reason I say that, I say it like a prick. I do say it like a prick. I'm very, aggressive about it. I'm mean.
Way to go, Captain Obvious. You basically just flat out said, in a mean of speaking, that you're a fucking idiot. Yeah, this is Onision's bastard brother. I'll tell you that for one thing. Slams Wendy's like a champ. Oh my gosh.
And the reason I'm aggressive about it and mean is simply because, and I'm saying to you guys, like I'm mean about it here, is about the food. Me and Katie weren't having that kind of fight, but we're upset because we're trying to get things figured out, and it's like the whole world is against.
If you really want things to get figured out, get the fuck out of the motel, go right back to where her family is, get a fucking job, let your girlfriend stay at her fucking family's while they can get shit centered out, get yourself to an insane asylum or get your fucking mental health checked, take your fucking meds, get your life back in order, get a fucking job, try to maintain some sort of financial means to an apartment. Unfortunately, to this fact, it's not going to happen because, number one, I don't think you guys really deserve each other. Kay is better off with some other fucking guy that actually has financial means. Number two, even if that was the case, I don't think you would really spend that money pretty much appropriately. I think you would just skim off the bottom end. He should ask Onision for the title of most honest YouTuber. Jeez. I believe he lied that he was exposed to corona and then they put him in this hotel. Well, then why is his girlfriend stuck in there with him then, if that's the case? I'm not entirely sure, but wonder if Tammy Jane Jackson is his mother. If that's the case, then he and Greg are half brothers. Oh my gosh, I would be freaking the fuck out if they were. I mean, they do seem to actually have same personalities, but the only problem with that is his biological dad was pretty much a maniac psycho. Greg's dad, on the other hand, was a little bit kind of shrouded between the stepping forward, which his dad's alive. Greg's biological dad's alive, so that would kind of defeat the purpose. But on screen for days. Fucking hell. And we still got about 9 minutes left of this.
That's just ridiculous. You need attention. That's it. It's just attention. This is attention-seeking behavior, just so you know. But I'm trying to do it in a productive way. Let me see. Repeat me. He says, "I love you." Thanks. The F word is legal. It is. Thank you very much, Attorney PhD, Mr. John. Careful, someone will be offended. Yes. I value my personal expression and my freedoms more than I value the feelings of people who do not want to face reality, because I know
for the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th fucking time, you are a guy in a fucking motel who's got nothing better to do, won't get off his ass, has to have his own girlfriend wipe your fucking ass too, by the way, literally speaking, can't go get a fucking job, can't at least hold down some sort of decent job or whatnot, at least with money that's thrown under the table for you at least. You can't go out, you can't find any fucking means because you're too fucking lazy. You have to rely on others. That is completely, profoundly dangerous bullshit and completely arrogant of you to say. And you know what? You need to, like, stop dragging your fucking girlfriend down with it. You know what? In this case, you need to let your fucking girlfriend go. You need to fucking do that. She is a lot better off without you, and I think she can do a million times better than your pathetic ass. Honest to God speaking. You don't fucking deserve her. They were, like I said, I'm going to say this one more time and one more time again, just so that way maybe the message is clear. Hundreds and thousands of guys out there that are more deserving for this girl than you are. That's just how it is. Be right back. You guys talk amongst yourself. I'll be right back. I got to take care of something real quick. If I'm actually going to continue on with this, I'm going to need some beer. Now, Budweiser is not really my beer, but I actually want a free beer actually at a gas station, so I might as well make use of it. Guess one boy, she's better off with Chris even. Christian. Eek. Fuck me, 2 weeks from Sunday.
Those of you out there who truly are simply hurt and you do want to get forward, you will listen to what I have to say.
No person in their same fucking mind is going to listen to you. Who is going to listen to a guy who has not progressed his life to getting out on his own? I mean, that's kind of a tough part for me to say because I still live with family because unfortunately there's economical problems and I can't fucking move out. At least I'm actually making money with it. What are you fucking doing? No sane person is going to listen to a guy in a fucking motel leeching off of others, blaming the world for his own fucking problems, being a vile, evil piece of manipulative, convoluted, absolute filth of shit. Who in their right mind would listen to you? Nobody. You take advantage of people. You're just like Greg. You both can go jerk each other off in a fucking prison cell.
You will take it in a good light, and you move forward with it. And those of you who don't, truly are not seeking help. You are seeking pure attention. I am seeking growth through attention. Some people purely are seeking attention.
Yeah, with false viewers, by the way. You paid for viewers on your Instagram or your TikTok or which one of it was it, so you don't get to lecture me about attention. You don't even know what the fucking word clout means. You tagged Repsion about that and you claimed that he was being a clout chaser. You don't know what the fuck clout chasing is. You're an idiot.
Attention for enabling. I'm not looking to be enabled. I'm not. I'm in a headspace where when people give me super chats, sometimes I would love to punch them in the face. Honest opinion. It's great.
One sec. One sec, all right? Okay. Yeah, just leave it on the door handle. Okay, I'll let her in just a moment, all right? You got it. Family. My cat wants in, but like my other cat's sleeping right here, so.
Crazy, right? Is that my words matter, and I don't want people to like use money or any other ideas to like water that down. But like, what am I going to do? Just not eat? That's what I'm doing right now. It's not smart.
Yeah, because you're relying on others. You're not relying upon yourself to get out there and bust your ass. It's not people's financial burden to feed you. You need to take care of your fucking self. Hell, the people going on welfare, at least the people going on welfare are actually having the time and decency to fill out an application or form to actually ask for aid from the government. Those kind of people are actually busting their ass off more than you. You, on the other hand, are just taking money from people, tax-free. It's tax evasion, misappropriation of funds, assault, sexual assault too. Let's see, what else can we stack on that? Threatening your girlfriend, that's not technically a crime. That's just more of a horrible act. Wow. No, I can't really go there. It's just too much. It's just too much.
So it sucks because at the end of the day, I have to get paid. That's so stupid. And you're like, well, you have to get a job. Sometimes, right? What is it?
Well, then go fucking do it. What's stopping you? What is stopping you from getting a fucking job? Is it the fact that people are now calling you out and they're finally seeing past your bullshit and you can't do about it now? Why couldn't you have done that 5 years ago? Why couldn't you have done that then? Think about this. You're 25 years old. 5 years ago, that makes you 20 years old. That's technically 2 to 3 years out of high school. So before that, you should have been able to at least get a job by then. You know, at least with my excuse, you know, I actually tried applying for jobs in Arkansas when I graduated high school. Unfortunately, those places wouldn't take me. It took me about when I actually moved to Nevada, to Las Vegas. I actually finally got a job. Submitted an application, got interviewed. There we go. I held down a job for 8 fucking years. Since 2012. Difference between you and me, by the way, Bub, I actually went out. I drove and I walked my ass. So all these places filling out forms in Arkansas and not one call back. I had one call from Burger King, by the way, but you know what? They just turned me down because I didn't have any experience. It's bullshit, right? But anyway, years come later, I go to fucking Vegas, 2012, I get a job there, held my job down for 8 years to this very day in 2020. I still technically have it, even though this whole COVID-19 thing's all out of the fucking area now. But I've still able to held down this job for at least 8 fucking years because I worked my ass off. I didn't blame society. I didn't blame the entire world. I didn't blame my family. I didn't blame my friends, my neighbors, anyone. I worked my fucking ass off. I still do YouTube too. Funny how that all comes around. But you, on the other hand, just want to blame society. You want to blame people. Blame your girlfriend. Blame everybody else for your fucking problems. Doesn't work that way, buddy. And then you fucking wonder why you don't get a fucking check for $1,200 for like a COVID stimulus. Because you can't file taxes because you're actually committing tax evasion. Thank you, by the way, Mini Mio. You didn't actually have to do that, but that is appreciative. I do like that, but I'll read this right here. You said, "You have earned this for covering this and bringing him to justice for what he did to my uncle and Kate." I do appreciate that, and I mean, that's very kind of you. That's awesome. And you guys don't actually have to donate money. If you just want to actually just say that to me, feel free, because it's all good with me. But like, I do appreciate that. That actually makes me feel a little bit better. He applied and got 2 different jobs a year and a half ago. He quit both within days. Oh, wow. Okay, well, so even if he did get a job, he just quit. No matter if that's still not anything different too. All right. Well, I do appreciate that. That actually makes me feel, pretty better. All right, we still got 8 minutes left.
Hold up. What does the future look like? Do we know? Maybe some of us do. I know I don't. No. But I'm a pretty smart guy.
No, you're not. If you were this smart, you wouldn't have said all this shit to begin with. You wouldn't have made these streams. You would not have posted any of this crap for the entire world to see. So you know what? Why don't you come on stream right now? Why don't you come on stream right now? We can talk about this. Hell, I'm already having a party. I've only drank 1 beer, so ladies and gentlemen, don't worry, I'm not drunk. I've only had 1 beer, and it's actually only halfway full because I drank this from last night, so we're still good. Why don't you come on stream right now? Like, you don't actually literally have to come in via video. You can actually come into my comment stream if you want. If you want to talk it out. I mean, I've actually, Mike and Actor actually, on the other end, he had balls come into my stream. Give him credit for that. He's got a lot more balls than you. And by the way, he's gay, by the way. So if you have a problem with gays, at least have the balls and courtesy to tell me that to my face. I'm just glad that you guys in the chat, like the certain people that have reached out to me, I'm glad you guys are doing okay. And you guys are talking, and it's good. I'm not sure if some of my admins are here, and if you want to also talk to them about your experiences with this, don't hesitate. I mean, because you basically already forwarded your information to Repsion and Repzilla. Like I said, I do have admins and stuff and there's certain people that, if you want to get in contact with them, I can be more than happy to do that too. So, jeez. Heart attack.
So, just trying to do my best. I don't know what POT is. Welcome on. Okay. John goes, super hearts. Thank you. But at the same time, that's the whole point. It's not about the money. And anyone with half of a brain is going to get that.
It's not about the money, but yet you're going to have to rely on funds to live in a fucking motel, which means sooner or later, if you can't pay those funds for that motel, you get kicked the fuck out. So what are you going to do about it? You're going to scam more people, or are you going to go out and actually get a job and try to hold it down? Doesn't seem like you're going to be able to do that. You're just going to probably skim off people. So when you lose that money, you got nowhere to go. And that makes you desperate. So here's what I suggest. You fucking let Kate go. You need to fucking, own up to your own shit, let her go, and face the fucking truth and the fact that you yourself fucked up. I thought Onision was bad when it came to narcissism. You, my friend, are just someone like Batman the Joker is like my friend Stevie to Onision, like me to you. I mean, yeah, I'm an angry guy, and I've done stupid shit. But again, the stupid shit that I've done does not even come remotely clear. I mean, everyone's done stupid shit. Everyone has a past. Everyone here has a past. We're not perfect. But what I'm just saying, I think everyone in this chat, myself included, have nowhere near as much fucked up shit that you have done. No. Just want to stick to facts. Exactly. It's always about the money. He's so full of it, like to slap Soroka around like a redheaded step. Oh my gosh, that sounds so mean. Sorry. I'm also thinking about a tweet that I actually saw that was so hilarious about, like, I guess someone's older brother was holding an airsoft gun with one of those little soft pellets in the his little brother is just like looking at it in slow motion. He's like, no, and he just shoots. I'm sorry, it's just funny. It's just something to lighten the mood. But let's continue on.
From now on, I've just been willing to settle for people who do not use even a quarter of their brain, and then get angry at me when I'm successful.
What? Because you think the people with a quarter of a brain are easily to manipulate? Is that one of the reasons why you think you could actually try to talk to me like you're some sort of big shot to me on Twitter? Maybe I'm not as big as a threat as Repsion and Repzilla came to you. Because the biggest mistake that you ever fucking made was the fact that you tagged Repsion. That is basically where one of your biggest mistakes were ever committed. So, again, next time you want to watch who you piss off. I'm almost out. Thankfully, I got a Heineken downstairs, but...
The black. I would say it's with respect. See, this is hard for me to be respectful. It is, because I'm so angry. So it's very difficult for me to be respectful, and I'm going to be disrespectful. So, like, you could deal with that and realize that I'm just in a tough place and I'm working through things, or you can fuck off, and either one is your prerogative. Just know that I do appreciate you, but I'm in my space, and I'm going to speak my language. I leave this house, I have to play pretend with every motherfucker who is sad in some way in their own life, and I care about them like so much, and I know shit that they can't handle, and I have to keep my mouth shut and act like a victim because I literally don't have another option at this point. And
say that again.
They can't handle, and I have to keep my mouth shut. And
let me back it up so I have a little bit better context to that.
Just know that I do appreciate you, but I'm in my space. I'm going to speak my language. I leave this house, I have to play pretend with every motherfucker who is sad in some way in their own life, and I care about them like so much, and I know shit that they can't handle, and I have to keep my mouth shut and act like a victim because I literally don't.
You are one stupid ass motherfucker. You're meaning to tell me that all those recordings that you did, and from this recording, you said you have to act like a victim. How much contradictions did we go through in the past, several clips of TikTok and Periscope, and you have to act like a victim? You weren't acting like a victim with all of those things going on. That was all you. I'm married into a family of varied law enforcement. Holy shit. Remind me to stay on your good side, by the way. Jim Soroka makes Onision look like Mr. Rogers. Oh, hello, neighbor. I have to play pretend translate to I can't hit Kate in public. That's exactly what I fucking feel about what this shit is, because when the screen's on, he doesn't do that, but when the screen's off, I feel like it does.
Don't have another option at this point, and it sucks because I could just give up, but I won't give this up. So let people think I'm crazy. That's fine.
It's not the point that you're letting people think you're crazy. We already know you're crazy, so don't really actually have to spin that around because we've already kind of seen what you did. So you really can't twist that around for people to feel like they're an ignorant son of a bitch when in fact you were pretty much exposing yourself to hundreds of people with your own personal problems.
You don't know me. You don't.
We know enough by the recordings, and I'm not. And here's something I will at least admit to say, and this is kind of just kind of like for the moment, to be general with people. I hate when someone says, like, when I say to someone, like, you don't know me, and they say, well, I know enough. I think that's bullshit, because if you know enough, you would know much about, the situation that I'm in. But in this sense, the fact that we have seen recordings of him act like a complete abusing douche nozzle is enough for us to know. It's the one time I will make that exception to say. Depends on the person and depends on the perspective of the matter. That's how it is.
Oh, because when this door closes, I'm the one that feels trapped. And you don't get that. And if you do get that, you can
yeah, you could always go back and return Kate to make amends and try to make things better. Again, how are you going to make it right to the people that you ripped off? How are you going to make it right to the people that you abused? How are you going to make it right to the people like of her family that you think that you have so much control over? There's bad people in the world that actually do tend out to be a good person at the end, because you know what? They kind of learn from their mistakes and they actually put forth the effort to put their self before people. Put people first before themselves. You, on the other hand, do not do that. And it's disappointing.
But I do feel very trapped. What do animals do when they're trapped? They react. But I'm learning to...
No, you're not. You actually have the choice in life to make. And you have to make hard choices. That's part of being an adult, you fucking faggot. And I'm not saying faggot in the means of being, against homosexuals, okay? Because I'm fine with anyone that's gay. I'm saying the word faggot in the means of this guy acting like a complete lazy ass and being a prick and being smug about it. Let's not confuse the context with that, okay? So I just want to make that clear. Because it's focused on him, not anyone else.
Appreciate my cage. It's a good cage. What, am I better off in the wild? Think about it.
I don't know. Why don't you go work on a fucking farm then? It's open land.
I like it here. I do. Maybe not, here in Kingston. But as an American citizen, I mean, I'm not being provided my rights. I mean, I'm a human being. I have the right to do whatever the fuck I want. I just have consequences if other people don't like what I do, which makes a lot of sense. What I like is having the ability to be protected by the law and by law enforcement and by the people who see that I want to do something good with the freedom that I know that I have.
Define what your actions mean by good, and then I'll get back to you on that.
That's why I like being an American, because I have the freedom of speech. It's big for me.
So does everybody else. So just because you don't like what someone says about you doesn't mean that you have to shut them out. That's kind of the thing about me. When people actually have something they want to say about me, fine. That's their right to say it. There's limits, though. But with you, I think it goes a little bit in a narcissistic way.
Really big thing for me. Sandman, well, come on. I'm getting better, Seraphin. Thank you. How are you? I just needed a bit of a release. I needed to like get out of my headspace. I need to get that screen on, and I'm starting to use it more responsibly. I am. I'm starting to see that it can be a very positive outlet. Tigger Nala, welcome on. How are you? Who is upset right now? I am upset. I am upset. How are you, Katie?
We'll set up a plan.
Getting there? Katie, yeah. You gotta realize that the same way that I got through it like that, and I gave up everything. And even though I kept making mistakes moving forward, it comes down to realizing we do not have a future. There is no us if I didn't focus on me. I'm letting you know that still applies to me. Just letting you know, regardless, like I said, not regardless of, but in regard with, like with regard to the things that I've said and the ways that I feel about life and whatnot, Okay. I know I'm trying to decide what to tell them and what not to tell them.
Oh, whoopsie, careful there, because you might.
As you could imagine, Caitlin is having a bit of trouble kind of coping with the idea that I want to be with her and that I love her on the highest level that I know how. But I believe that love is such a big thing that, it's either non-existent or it's so big I can't perceive it yet. And so I won't, like as I said, I don't love you. I want to be with you and I want to figure this out together. But for her, I think that was just a big rock thing. And so now she's like trying to cope with that. And I'm trying to cope with the fact that I can't control everything. I'm trying to cope with the fact that there is, like, I am subject to pretty much everyone else's time in my life right now. And that's mostly my own fault. And I feel so stupid because I didn't want to put my foot down and just say, fuck off. Because I don't want to hurt somebody's feelings. And because I didn't want to hurt somebody's feelings, I let a fucking crazy person take over my life. And I'm not talking about, yeah, I'm standing up for myself. And I'm receiving abuse for it from many different directions.
Oh, fuck yourself. You're receiving abuse from it, you fucking convoluted, delusional piece of like fucking evil, self-righteous piece of shit. Abuse. Abuse. Recalled again from the TikTok Periscope videos of you saying to Kate she deserves to be poor, saying fuck you, and also gaslighting her, not letting her give a chance to speak, and also making her feel guilty about herself. Fuck you. You fucking parasite to the world. Let me tell you something. I'm offering you one last chance, Jim. Be a fucking man. Why don't you come out here and try to fucking tell me I'm wrong? Be a fucking man. Come here right now. I want you to come here and tell me that I'm fucking wrong. Come here and tell me. Be a fucking man. Grow some balls and tell me. Where's my hat? Where was you, buddy? You want to join the show with me, buddy? Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. All right, I'll let you sleep over there. You're fine. It's my best little buddy in the whole wide world. He's just right over here. Shoot. No, I can't find my hat. You know what this will do. He's got to grow a dick before he grows some balls. Make some limp dick and numbnuts, all right? But yeah, you know what, Jim? Why don't you actually act like a fucking man? Get here right now and tell me that I'm fucking wrong. Because I'm going to tell you, the more that people find out about this, the more that people start cracking down, your life is going to be limited. You're going to be out of time and you're going to lose. I wouldn't say lose everything because what's to lose? You are going to lose all that you have left. Okay. Thank you, by the way. Face down by red jumpsuit apparatus was written about this fucker. You just remind me of many people. You remind me of my ex's husband. I'm still good friends with my ex, don't mind you. But you so much remind me of that fucking shit. And I feel like pounding the fucking shit out of you, and I mean with my fist, by the way, no homo. I feel like punching every single part of your face in until it's bloody fucking pulp red. That's just how I feel. Let's finish this up.
Actions. I don't give a flying fuck. Because I'm a winner. And I like my life. I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to do the right thing and keep doing the right thing.
What exactly is the right thing? Tell me, what's the right thing? The right thing in this situation is to give Kate back to her damn family. If you really want to do some right and good in the world, you would fucking do that. Because you're dragging her down in your fucking shitty ass problems. She doesn't deserve that. And I think the way that you traumatized her into bonding with you is a complete vile, evil piece of shit thing to do. You don't deserve a fucking woman like that if you treat her like she's some sort of toy to be played with. That's a little bit hypocritical coming from me, but not in the sense of what you fucking do. What I did was more like high school bullshit because I turned into my own rejector and I hurt someone's feelings. That's basically all that was. You, on the other hand, have done something evil. Sometimes it's hard for me to respond to you. It's hard for me to actually find the right words because sometimes I take a look at myself and I think, am I any different? But then again, that answer is obvious. Yes, I am different than you because I don't do this shit to people. I've done stupid shit, yes, but I overthink it. I sometimes beat myself up over the most juvenile things. The things that I've done are just juvenile. You, on the other hand, is downright criminal. Downright psychotics. Downright serial psychotic. You know, when I look at an audience like this talking to me, sometimes I feel like I don't deserve this audience. I don't deserve the people talking to me right here. Like Shade, for example, I Has Coffee, Mini Momo, Callie, you know, Dr. Dildo, like all these other people talk. I just feel like I don't deserve them. But you know what? It's because I overthink shit. Because when I look at someone like you, I start like beating myself up for some reason. I think that's why I get so fucking pissed off. Okay, I apologize. I think that's just me being passionate. And it's because I've dealt with something like that before when someone that like someone that I know out here is going like it's not the exact same thing, but she has like there's someone that I know out here that has a boyfriend that controls everything she does, and I think that's what's so fucking stupid. Like I even have someone right now who I talked to yesterday who's got a boyfriend who's just so psychotic. This is up in New York City, by the way. Just going through everything, not letting her see anyone or her family at all, and he just all he wants her for is for sex. And that's what just so convolutes my fucking mind. And I'm just so baffled by it. But Diane, you're right. I shouldn't have done that. Let's go ahead and finish this up.
I don't have to be found innocent. It's very obvious that I'm innocent.
Why don't we play that one last time? Let's just hear this out loud. Let's turn it up to 80.
Figure it out. I'm going to do the right thing and keep doing the right thing. I don't have to be found innocent. It's very obvious that I'm innocent. But I was innocent and naive.
No, you're not. If you were innocent and naive, you wouldn't have recorded all that shit to begin with. You owe everyone here an apology. Now, you don't have to apologize to me. All you got to do is just be a man and fucking talk to me and say that I'm wrong. But you owe everyone a fucking apology. You don't just owe them an apology. You owe those people that you stole from back. You owe Josh. If he's passed on or what, you owe him a fucking eternity. You owe him a life. You owe Caitlin so much fucking more. And you can have her yell at me and you can have her call me names, and you know what? I won't lash out at her. Because the words I'm going to say is that I'm sorry to her, that she has to deal with somebody like you. Because bear in mind, again, transparency. I had been, and in some way, shape, or form, because I still live with family, but like in a philosophical sense or in a personal sense, I live a life alone. And I feel like if I got into a relationship with somebody, I would hurt them. There are still things about me that I'm still trying to improve. And I feel like if I got into a relationship with somebody, I would have hurt them. And I can't do that. And I'm afraid of that. I've tried going back into the dating world, but you know what? I feel like I'm going to hurt that person. Because sometimes when I see you, Jim, sometimes I just think, what if that's me? What if that's me? But then again, a good friend of mine who told me something very, very spot on. And it's sort of in comparison. I'm not Greg. I'm not Onision. Which, in other words, I'm not you. I don't physically abuse a significant other. I don't try to make their life a living fucking hell just because they think differently or they question something. Someone you actually love is supposed to be the person that challenges you, not someone that, is supposed to just be your punching bag. The words of Robin Williams, the person that pretty much make this complete stream, just the person from beyond the grave, a person who challenges you. That's supposed to be your significant other, someone who challenges you, not someone who just takes the beatings from you or just take the verbal abuse from you. Someone who challenges and questions you. Someone that tells you, is this the right thing to do? That's the sort of person that you need in your life. But it goes the other way around. My head hurts. And I've also been questioning the fact that I don't know if I feel physically healthy. I'm like paranoid as crap that I feel like I have a tumor or something. Like legitimately, I feel like I have a tumor. I don't know. All right, so before I finish this off, because we have about a minute and 16 seconds left. If some of you guys played a game called Red Dead Redemption 2, one of the best games of 2019, by the way, there's a character by the name of Arthur Morgan, one of my favorite characters of all. He, in some ways, was a bad guy, but he was an outlaw who had a golden heart. And one of these characters I strive to be like, not in the sense of being a bad guy or an outlaw, but I think this applies to everyone in the world, because we all sometimes feel like a bad guy in our life, but we sometimes, when something hits us or it impacts our life, we want to change the way that we feel, change the way that we are, because we feel like something better can be a part of us, that we can change for the better, that in some sort of, it's like a personal redemption for us, hence the name Red Dead Redemption. That video game, it's not just a video game to me, but it's something that told not only a story, but it gave a moral lesson. It's never too late to change. So Jim, when I see people like you, I know it's not too late for me, for someone who can actually be a very fucking better person, man. And thank you, by the way, Diane. The sarcoma more than once. Oh my gosh.
Okay. I'm not claiming to never have lied. I've definitely lied in the past. That's what we all do.
Or at least you fucking told that part of the truth.
We're all normal. But I'm lying less and less as the days go forward, because I'm starting to see sticking to the letter of the law and the letter of the word. It's important. It's really important to be honest and accurate with what you say and what you think. It's what I say and what I think is like the most important thing to me. So. Do you like Kirby Park? Kirby Park is beautiful. Go to the armory to see the circus. I didn't know they had a circus. That's cool. So that's it. Really rough day. I would tell you more, but I know that there's just crazy psychopaths on the internet that are going to try to make our life even harder, and it's pretty much impossible as it is. So, like I said, we appreciate your support, and I don't know if I love you guys, and I definitely don't love myself yet. I got a lot of work to do on me. So, I don't have closure for you because I don't have closure for myself yet. That's it.
Who's here right there? I'm going to throw it the other way. That's the reason why I threw it over there, because you're over there. I love you to death, buddy. You're like my best little buddy in the whole wide world. That's why I threw it over there. I'm just pissed off with what I've seen. I'm also pissed off at Cox Internet because they couldn't get their shit together. What Susan is to you? Oh my gosh, Susan. She's another form of cancer I can't stand. All right, I think I got time for one more before I cut this stream to an end. Okay, let's try this now. Because I know there's some posts that are actually from not too long ago, so. Let's see. Ooh, what's this one? This one's a minute long, but we're going to take a look at this.
Yeah, about that way now.
So, why do you think that he would walk naked in front of you when he had made it up?
So that I don't know. I mean, he just did it. I mean, it was like a couple times. I mean, it wasn't all the time. It's just like a couple times. It was like 2 or 3 times. That was it.
Okay, hold on. So I'm going to rewind that, but let me read the context of what this is going. So it says an audio clip of Josh during a call being asked about Jim Soroka walking around nude. The caller was having a connection issues. The rest of her question was something like, when he made it absolutely clear that he wanted nothing to do with you. Let's, I guess, play that.
No, but the point is, why? He knew that you wanted him, and he knew that he wasn't going to be with you. Pretty sure that you had to feel some type of way watching him just walk by, knowing that, you love this guy.
Yeah, I mean, I never thought of it that way, so I don't know. Yeah, I never thought of it that way.
So
I didn't pay attention to it. So.
So when he lied, you didn't say like, "Wow, he's good looking," or "What's that?" Or it just
No.
he just walked by.
I didn't. Yeah, I didn't pay attention to it hardly. I never.
Right. I don't want to play this one because, again, this is a little bit towards the what we kind of agreed not to discuss on. Let's take a look at chat real quick. Oh yeah, no, I've seen that one. The is that the one with? Let me scroll up real quick. Is that the one that says this guy makes Onision look like Prince Charming? Or wait, actually, is this? It's not that one. It's the James Soroka, The Making of an All-American Monster. Is that the one right there? There we go.
Hi there and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, feel free to like and subscribe. My channel is basically about just highlighting social issues and trying to give more of a sane, rational take. I'm not about content just for the sake of content.
Oh, hold on, wait a minute. James Soroka, I know you're here. I know you're in my stream. Come on, why is there only one dislike on my stream? Come on, I know you're here. Be a man, grow some balls, get in here. I know it's you. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off right there. I know you've been watching my stream, Jim. I'm not stupid. I've dealt with people like you before. This is nothing different. No, Diane's not is not the sock account. It's not that. We've had that verified by Revzilla and Revsion. I guess in a way it is, but like at the same time, I find it cowardice. He's not going to actually show up and talk to me face to face. Come on, Jim, I'm giving you the ultimate opportunity of a lifetime to actually set the record straight. You've actually got a chance. That too. We can lay it all right out here right now. We'll wait on that then. In the meantime, let's go ahead and play the video.
With me and know me, I manage a crisis center, a high-volume crisis center for the majority of my career. I've also been involved in a number of humanitarian issues and have worked in corrections capacities. So I'm hoping that my take on serious social issues will be of value to some people. I try to offer strategies in some cases to help others. Today we're going to do another video on James Soroka, aka #FeetPeace. Today's video is an origin story about him. So keep in mind there is going to be deeper dives going on. There is a number of us that are sharing information.
Hold on one second. Wait.
Fact-checking with reliable sources.
Just to make sure, Mini Mile, is this your video I'm playing right now? Like that I just paused? I want to make sure. Okay, can you tell me the name of the video so I can play it? My channel is the same. Okay, you know what? I'll just highlight that then. Copy. We're going to go to YouTube. Send that there. Okay, paste. Okay. Here we go. Okay, so it's 11 minutes and 30 seconds, and we're going to play.
Let's talk you out. Let's clear the air and get some things laid out on the table. Take notes if I go too fast, and pay the fuck attention, because this is important. The one thing we are all absolutely clear on is that you are not a fan of the truth. Though you shout the word like you actually know what it means, when your own definition is a paltry attempt to fast talk your way around the atrocious lies you spew. You throw out dictionary words and your only talent is in pronunciation, not actual grammar or syntax. You believe that if you sandwich enough college-level words together, it will make you sound genuine and smart. However, it does neither of those things, because you are neither of those things. What you are is transparent. The few cloud-headed teenagers that follow you and think you are doing nothing wrong will, one day, come to the very same conclusion and witness the same horrible behavior that we all have, and they will know that you are everything they never want to be. Your level of self-importance would be hilarious if it weren't so unendingly sad. And normally, I wouldn't even bother with an insignificant insect such as yourself, but you dared to impose your faux authority on someone I love very much, and for that, you will answer for everything you have done. Because see, here's the difference between you and I, James. I am smart, and though it doesn't take a college degree to know you're a piece of shit, it helps to have one when you're claiming intelligence left and right. I see you try to laughably dominate Kate, and it's cringeworthy. You have no idea what domination is, and one good crack of my whip would have you trembling on your knees, begging for mercy to which I would never grant. If you were under my domination, your life would be a living hell of forced degradation and servitude, because that is the prize you have bought yourself through your vitriolic actions and your inability to be, for one tiny second, a human being. So your story morphs into something you aren't quite ready for, but you will be thrust into all the same. You've cried out, "I'm so famous," for so long that we're merely giving you what you have craved for so very long. Careful what you ask for, James, because karma loves a good comeuppance, and she is having a field day with you. I suspect she'll be hanging on to you for quite a while. For the record, I am sorry for what allegedly happened to you when you were a child. That is unforgivable. But that, for not 1 second, gives you the right to be the monster that you have become. Because what you aren't understanding is this. You always think that stating something is in the past creates in us a need to no longer speak about the issues or be affected by them. But you're wrong. Because just as you are affected by your past, so too are we by yours. Josh has always been someone I very, very, very much was close to, and the things you made him believe were simply lies. And I watched as you tried to make Kate's parents feel so low, and yet you dared not do that to me or my grandparents. And why is that, James? Because you knew you couldn't shake us. But what you did do was infuriate me. And as I am a master at holding grudges, that anger will linger until old age or prison takes your last breath, because you had no right to do what you did, say what you did, act how you have, and you certainly had no right to use Josh to your own whims. For this, you will answer in one way or another, because I do not take kindly to some little boy with his own mommy complex taking advantage of, abusing, and starving someone I love very much. And no, Josh is not free from blame in this scenario. But unlike you, I keep my private moments private, because you have zero place in his life. Zero. And you don't get to know what I say to him. One day, when you're very old, or perhaps very incarcerated, I hope you learn some humility. And I hope, more than anything, that you find no absolution. That you go to whatever God will still have you and beg for forgiveness, and you receive none. I hope in your twilight years, when you start to wonder if you've been your father all along, that you realize you have created a kingdom of nothing. And on that day, I'll smile. Just so you know, I will legally decimate every single scaly, slimy, sorry, ignorant inch of you, and it will be the best day of my life. And it would be best for you to remember that I don't need an army to do it, Soroka, because I am an army. And also, just so you know, I have created transcripts and duplicates of this video and script in case you somehow learn how to clip and edit your videos and claim that I have physically threatened you. Have a life, James. Hopefully not a good one. Sincerely, your very worst nightmare. I've added a video at the end of this. It's me in my uncle's car that you sold out from underneath him with false pretenses and lies, and fraudulently selling that to someone who had no idea what the real story of that car was. So go ahead. If you have any question of who I really am, Just have a watch and enjoy.
Shit. Holy shit. I mean, I've dealt with some pretty stupid people before. I've dealt with Onision. I've dealt with Life in a Tent. No, it wasn't bad. No. What I was just trying to get around to is that I've dealt with Onision. I've dealt with Life in a Tent. I've dealt with Stetson Hardwick. I've dealt with many other foolish people, but Soroka is definitely one of those people that just go for the rest. Oh yeah, he thinks Stetson Hardwick. He believed he was going to be president, and not. Something I have to check real quick. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Mr. H. Oh my gosh, yes, that's something. That's another thing I have to actually be remembered from. The fact that I lashed out on him because he said H doesn't exist for the guy's a pedophile, apologist, piece of shit. So. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be my last stream on Soroka, just for now. Like I said, I will still be waiting for. I can't talk. I apologize. I will still be waiting for Soroka to man up, face me, and you know what? Just give it his best shot. Anytime. And like I said, I know there's others that are gonna, make streams. That are gonna make videos. They're gonna make Twitter posts. What matters is that it's a cause that, that is important. So if you guys have any questions for me before I end off the stream, feel free to ask right away if you have any questions. I still have about 3 minutes before I start ending off. So ask right away. I do believe he's a danger as well. That I do believe. To be honest, this is what really pains me. I don't know the best way. Have someone talk to her, or I honestly don't know what county he's in. That's not a bad idea, but we have to make sure that the person who creates it is trustworthy. You can't. I think because of Soroka, that's another thing that kind of creates, an untrusty. I mean, it's not a bad idea. Don't get me wrong. But there has to be a trustworthy party for that. And something that's it's a dangerous thing to say, but hold on a second before I say it. And I'm hoping it never comes to this, but unless I guess like if there's like a recent thing that he's caught in the act doing something that horrible again, I think that would be the time. But again, like I don't support dox dropping. That's not something I support. I guess. Hold on. Okay. That's not actually a bad idea. I think maybe a compilation of people who put their voice out. That's actually not a bad idea. I like that a lot better because, like I said, well, I'm not really against the whole GoFundMe thing. Again, the thing about that is again, it's because of people like Soroka that creates a very hard thing to trust. I think that a compilation, like a video compilation of people coming forward, would actually be a very good idea. That's a better idea than I think than GoFundMe. And see, that's the other end of that. So I'll probably see if I could talk to people about making a compilation. We can try that. Like I said, I'll talk to some people and see if we could try something like that. Okay. And hell, if we're lucky enough, we could try Chris Hansen. I mean, no, that I definitely agree with that, Mini Mio. I like that idea. So, if you have me on Twitter, just message me that. We'll talk more about it. Yeah, no yelling or name calling. Like it's a very like a profound, mature, very sensible response. Exactly, like a positive feeling. Okay. So I'm going to end the stream off right here. I'll catch you guys later. I'm going to go make some dinner, and I'm going to take a nap on this because I got to get up for work tomorrow because I'm working for about 8:45 to 2. Again, they cut my hours severely. Stay in touch. Like I said, I will continue to monitor this. Unless something iffy does come up, then I will make another video on this. But for right now, it's my last stream on Soroka. That does not mean that I'm walking away from the subject. I will still be aware of this. I will still be making other videos as well. But again, I will still be monitoring the scenario of what's going on here. So I'm not going to let this out of my sight. And I will stay in touch with people and make sure that the story continues to get out. So stay in tuned. Thank you, by the way, Wheezy. I love you to death. Where'd he go? Oh, okay. Love you guys to death. Thank you guys for coming on. And like I said, stay in contact, stay safe out there, and let's work together to find a solution. You guys are awesome. You guys have a wonderful day. Stay safe.